So let's go. Guys, this week we fabricated a tow board. To start, we had to get the old rusty tow board out of the car.
Look, now they're all lifted.
They are?
Yeah, look.
Woo! So we got an air saw from AirCat, and I'm going to see how it cuts because I've never used it before.
That was some good cutting.
This one at Karate Kid.
I think that might have been it. Just watch your hands.
You watch your hands. Guys, I'm not lying when I say it was 100 degrees that weekend. It was so hot. But we got the tow board out, and it was a lot rustier than we had thought at first. We were not expecting that much rust. The reason we were making our own tow board is because of COVID. We couldn't order a tow board online because all the places that stocked them were back ordered really far. So the first step was to find some metal. But we looked all over town and we could not find 18 gauge steel, which is the thickness that we needed. So we went with 16 gauge. And if you don't know, it's a lot thicker and harder to work with than 18 gauge. But that's all we had, so we gave it a shot and started forming it. First thing we're gonna do is try to replicate this bend right here, and we're just gonna see if we can replicate that.
I think we're in a hammer situation. It's not gonna fit. We're gonna be doing this a lot more.
I'm so excited! I know this is the only time I'm gonna be this excited when putting it in. It's covered! Yeah, I was right. That's as good as it got. Because for the next few days, we hammered and hammered and cut and hammered and shaped.
Like, I think that's the radius.
And hammered. And hammered. And put it in. Then put it in. Ow! And then, plot twist, we put it in. Until, finally, it there, push it. Yes, Dad! Oh my gosh!
Does it look good?
Not really, but it's in! Yeah, no, it was nowhere near good. But we kept at it. I'm not worried about missing out on any. Until I, the voice of reason, finally called it.
Yeah, now we're not touching on bottom, we're not touching on the back.
Hey, Dad.
Yeah.
How bad is it looking?
Yeah, I mean there's a lot of bending.
Yeah, to say the least, there was a lot of bending to do. But bending that 16 gauge metal, making minor adjustments, was extremely hard. So we decided to head to our local scrapyard and find some 18 gauge steel.
So, apparently you have to be 18 to go into a scrapyard. I'm sorry.
Why didn't you have me 3 years earlier?
I'm gonna go in, 15 minutes, see what I can find. I'll come out and report back. Found the cover skin off an old utility truck.
That's amazing!
$9.
This is a door skin off of a utility truck that is 18 gauge. We're just going to flatten this out and then move on to cutting out the right shape so that we can have the right size metal.
That's better.
That looks really good.
Awesome.
Okay. The next step is obviously to cut out the rough shape of the toe board. But we were thinking, how exactly are we gonna do this? We wanna make sure it's the right shape and everything. And I was thinking, why don't we just hammer the piece that we have now, the 16 gauge metal that is too thick to work with. We're going to hammer it out so we can have a rough template of how big we need it. Ready?
Ready?
Okay.
I'm ready, let's do it.
Give me an E.
E.
Let's use it.
So, kind of satisfying.
Oh, so satisfying to basically destroy this thing. Okay, so we outlined the original shape of the cardboard and added a little bit all the way around just so that we have plenty of room to work with. Yeah, definitely some more. Just need a little bit more. I think not having the those two bends are what's really killing us.
Ooh. Ooh. That's probably it. Look. Look at it from that way.
Maybe a little bit more.
A little bit more. Yeah.
Yeah. That's good now.
All right. See if it prevents you from getting it in.
It's also too long.
Well, that's a little nicer already, right here.
Maybe we're just putting it in the wrong way. Okay, sorry, will you move your thumb? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Okay. It looks like our little bubbles here though are matching up pretty well.
Yes, they are. They're matching up real well.
Okay. So, and I see good contact. We've got pretty good contact against the back.
Yeah, I'm pressing down.
And the bottom. And actually, Elle, we're real close over here.
Yeah, I can see it. I can see it.
Okay, pull it. Let's go cut this sucker. All right. Let's go try to put it in.
Guys, the Toeboard was finally in and ready to weld. We were so proud that we had made and shaped that Toeboard from scratch. And yes, there were some gaps, but we made a plan on how to fix them and got started welding. This goes in a lot nicer than the other Toeboard.
It does it. Nice.
Okay, so we're still close. We have all the plug welds done, but we have a slight problem. There are a few major gaps in the Toeboard that we need to fix. So we're gonna fix them by putting metal behind and welding that metal onto the Toeboard to cover up those holes.
That's not bad. Is the metal pretty much covering everything?
Uh-huh. It looks really good.
Okay, just a sec. Okay, ready? Nice. One more. And I'm shining a light on there now.
Pause there.
Cool, I'm shifting to the other side.
Well, there's a really big hole right here.
Yeah.
This was the longest and hardest and most tiring job that we have done working on this project. But it's done and I feel really good and I was happy for the experience. No, I'm just glad it's done. I don't have to deal with that ever again and I'm so happy about it. What I'm taking out of the garage this week is that every project is gonna come with some crazy obstacles, but perseverance is the key to getting through. Thank you to Eastwood for sending us the rubberized undercoating and rust encapsulator. And as always, special thank you to Drew Carter, my executive producer. And if you want to support me, go to my Patreon page at patreon.com/ElliesGarage. Thanks you guys, and I'll see you next time in the garage.